Hey guys, this is Spencer with TPSP. Well, I've got a new pack here I want to show everyone. That is the Mountainsmith Tour Lumbar Backpack. Now I'm going to run through specifications, things I think this is perfect for. So first off, what I'm gonna do is the actual specs on it. So let me pan the camera down and get you a better angle of this. Okay, so you can see here I've got this pretty well loaded out, and that's just to show you guys about how big this will expand out. So first thing I want to do is this pack measures 10 inches by 11.5 inches by 5 inches. The pack alone with nothing in it weighs 1 pound 5 ounces, and the total interior space adds out to be about 488 cubic inches. Now this lumbar pack comes in 7 different colors. You can check them all out at mountainsmith.com. This specific coloration is the cobalt blue, and I must say I really like this color. Okay, so it also comes with YKK zippers. Alright, very heavy duty. I really like it, since those zippers don't feel like they're gonna bust at all. Now this pack is a lumbar pack, which means it sits on your lower back, much like a butt pack does. And with that, you can see here we've got some waist straps, and on these waist straps, something I really like, one thing that really made this pack for me, which I'll show you, is this Delta compression system. Now, with larger butt packs and lumbar packs, much like the Maxpedition Saber Cap, the pack, once you start to fill it out, may start to fall off of your back and become very uncomfortable as you're carrying it. So what this pack actually does is, you can see here, I'll loosen them up, really hope this is in frame for you guys, is you can see here, it's nice and undone, and as you're wearing it, you actually cinch it up to your back, and it really, instead of the pack just kind of flopping away from your back, once you cinch this one down, it pulls it all nice up against your back, and once it actually gets warmer out, we'll be sure to test this on a longer hike and tell you guys just how comfortable it is. So, back into this. This pack is made out of 450D Red Dura fabric. Now, for anyone who's green out there, one of the things I really like about this pack is it's 100% recycled. Alright, so you're helping the environment using a Mountainsmith pack. I really like that. That's one of the things that really stands out to me about Mountainsmith and their quality, is that they're not going for the lowest cost material, they're going 100% recycled in their material. I think that is just awesome. Okay, so this pack has Hypalon reinforcements throughout, and they're inside. Let's see. I'll show you guys this. You can see inside it's got this yellow material, and we'll talk about that a little bit more in a minute. But this yellow material is actually made out of a 210D ripstop material. So, let's go over different specifications on this. As you can see on both sides, there's a water bottle pocket, and there's elastic straps that will cinch it down so you can fit plenty of different bottle sizes. You can see I've got a Guyot Design water bottle, stainless steel water bottle with a cup on the bottom. That fits in there without any problems whatsoever. And you could cinch this down to carry just a normal water bottle and anything in between. These are specifically made though for a 32-ounce water bottle. Over here, another one is just an Nalgene with some duct tape wrapped around it. Once again, fits perfectly. Alright? Now, some of you guys may know I'm a big fan of the Maxpedition Jumbo Versa Pack. I don't actually own one, but I was this close to actually buying one. And now that I've got this pack, I'm pretty glad I didn't, because it comes with water bottle pouches on both sides, and I like to drink water, so the more water the better. Alright, so before we actually go on to the inside of the pack, I want to show you guys the back of it. Now, as I said before, this comes with the strap to go around your waist, much like a backpack would. Okay, so That'll wrap around, is very comfortable. Once again, it's got the Delta compression system, which I really, really like. I'm surprised. It's amazing how big of a difference it can actually make. Alright, so it's made out of a nice breathable material here. Okay? And in the back right here, one of the things I think is really cool for anyone who's navigating is there's a pocket right here that's actually made to carry your airline tickets. But I think, as you can see here, I got a very large notebook to fit in there. You can fit your map in there, so as you're navigating, or you want to check where you are, it's very easy, very handy to grab your map right there. Okay, so, not sure if I mentioned this yet, but you can see here there's D-rings and there's some back here as well. And what these are actually made for is, I believe it's called the strapette system by Mountainsmith. And that essentially takes this pack and turns it into a backpack where not all your weight is actually on your hips, it's also distributed to your shoulders. Alright, that's another cool feature about it. Okay, so let's go on to that. On the bottom, you can see here, 2 compression straps, and I've got a 8-foot by 10-foot polyurethane tarp on the bottom of it. It's a tight fit, but it works. I mean, got it in there without too much difficulty. Alright, now onto the front. You can see here, we've got some elastic strap if you want to hold down your gloves, your hat, whatever it may be. Now also there's some loops on the outside. Now this webbing right here is actually 1 inch, and I found it to be perfect to take my 511 single mag pouch, which is carrying my Leatherman Wave, and it fits on there perfectly, so you've got some sort of tool at the ready right on the outside. So along with the webbing, I've also got these 2 carrying straps. Alright, so if you just want to haul this around for one of the applications I think this pack would be amazing for, which is a lightweight travel pack. I'll go into that in a little bit, but I think this would be perfect. Okay, so last thing on the outside. Now, if you guys are familiar with these packs, you may know that you can actually take this waist strap. Hopefully this is in frame. And you can tuck it onto the inside. You could cinch up the straps to make it look nicer, but I'm going to try and keep this video short. You can see there. Alright. You can see there, you can put the actual lumbar portion, how it's carried on your back, away behind this map pouch, or airline ticket. And this pack also comes with a shoulder strap. Now all you simply have to do with this is undo this, and you can see here, hopefully, there's some side release buckles, and you simply snap that bag, snap those in, and you've made yourself a satchel, messenger bag, tactical diaper bag, whatever you want to call it. But not only can it be carried on your hips, but you can also carry it over your shoulder. One more thing that I think this pack has over the Maxpedition Jumbo VersaPack, because if your shoulder gets tired, put it on your hips. Hips get tired, put it on your shoulder. And you can easily do that. And the way this is set up, you can simply cinch this down. Alright? And this really stays out of your way as you're hiking. This is the way I wore it, and it worked out fine. So, now that we've gone over everything on the outside, let's go on into the inside. Now, before we do, I want to just say, I'm not sure it'll show up, but you may be able to see it's slightly shiny here, and that's a water resistant. I did do a little bit of water resistance testing on this, and it worked out great. So, over the YKK zippers, we've got a little flap that has this rubbery interior. So, YKK zippers have some nice heavy zipper pulls. Undo that. And I can fit plenty of stuff inside of here. We got a first aid kit. My Becker BK2. Let's get all this stuff off to the side. Some leather gloves. My fire kit. saw. I mean, I just threw stuff in here. Frostmore knife, flashlight, and then there's also an interior pocket right here, which is very nice. It's zippered shut. Okay, so it's zippered shut. That works out great, and I've just got some paracord in here. Now you can see the entire interior of this pack is this yellow color. It's a high visibility interior, alright, it's this neon, extremely bright yellow, and this lends itself very nicely. Now imagine this was smaller, but if we put this inside, and the inside of our pack is a dark black or a dark green, it's going to be a little bit more difficult to find your gear if it's a black color like this. Now obviously it's not hard to find a saw, but anyways, this yellow interior lends itself very nicely to finding smaller, darker color gear inside your bag. Okay, so once again, here I've got some webbing that you can hook a couple things onto. Now I wouldn't want to start putting too much stuff out here where it's expanding out, because then this pack is going to start getting heavy and falling off your back. And despite the amazing things I think the Delta compression system can do, there's always a point where it's going to get uncomfortable. Okay, so right here we got another pocket. This is a smaller pocket. Alright, very easily accessible. I have just things I would want to grab quickly. My whistle, a little flashlight, compass, bandana, and then my eating utensils because it fit good there. But you can see, works out perfectly there. There's also a key keeper here. Okay, so if you don't want to carry your keys out in your pocket while you're out in the woods, hook them up on here, throw them into the bag. Okay, so that is that. Let's see if I've got any other notes. Oh, okay, so I'm going to pan up and I'll explain to you applications I think this pack would really excel in. Okay, so now I want to tell you guys applications I really see this pack just absolutely excelling in. Alright, first off, as I said before, I may have shot this a couple times, but one of the main applications is a lightweight day pack for summer hiking when you don't want to have to carry a large pack, have your back all sweaty, and because you're also carrying minimal amounts of gear, the 488 cubic inches of this pack would be pretty sufficient. Okay, so a day pack for summer, early fall, late spring, I think it would excel in that. This pack could also be a pack you wear tangent with another pack, say Cheaper Than Dirt Level 3 Assault Backpack or Maxpedition Falcon 2. Packs of that size, things any bigger, it may become uncomfortable to wear. Okay, now another thing I see this pack really excelling in, and the place I'll probably use it the most is, okay, let me give you guys a little background. If you guys are members on Equip to Endure, you might have seen my post about traveling during the holidays, and when you're traveling, oftentimes you have a limited amount of space to carry. You're already carrying a bunch of luggage. Now, for us, we were carrying gifts. We were carrying our clothes for 4 or 5 days up to Michigan. So space was at a premium in our car, and as we were going up, I was thinking about just how ill-prepared I thought I was for if, anything were to happen. Now, if I would have had this pack, I could have easily packed this out because this thing takes up a small form factor. And I could have easily thrown this into our van while my parents weren't looking, and I'd have plenty of extra gear in here to make myself secure, mentally secure, knowing that I could be fairly prepared in the case of a scenario. So if you guys are interested in what I'm actually going to carry in this pack as a car kit, a traveling kit, just drop a comment below, shoot me a message, and I'll do my best to make a video on it. Okay guys, well that is the Maxpedition, sorry about that, the Mountainsmith Tour Lumbar Pack. Alright, So far, this is only an initial review. I've only gotten out once with it. I'm very impressed by this pack. I'm very impressed by Mountain Smith. It's my first ever experience with them. I'll be definitely looking to them for future gear purchases. So if you're interested in a pack like this, where you can carry a fair amount of water, alright, 2 Nalgene's worth, lightweight, form factor, also at this time, on the there we go again, the Mountain Smith website, this pack, once again, it's the Tour, it retails for about $70, so if you look around, I'm sure you can find it less, but I think for the quality you're getting in this pack, $70 is a steal. You're also getting the 2 different carrying options. You can carry it on your lumbar, or you can carry it with the shoulder strap. So if you guys have any questions about this pack, any experiences you guys have had with this pack, drop us a comment below. And thank you guys for watching. This is Spencer with TPSP, signing off. Stay alert, stay alive, guys. Thanks. Okay, so I just want to give you guys a quick demonstration of how this actually rides on your back and the things the Delta compression system will do for you. So, now I may not have mentioned this, but this actually comes with a very heavy-duty clip right here, a very heavy-duty side release buckle, very nice. It also comes with elastic web keeper, so the excess strap isn't flopping all over. So, got this cinched down pretty nicely. You can see here how this is kind of falling away from my back. First thing I'll do is take the bottom of the compression system, and I'll pull that up. Hopefully that's in frame for you. Okay, so that pulls the load closer to my back, and now this is the one that's really cool. Pulling this one pretty tight, and it pulls this right up against my back, and it's much more comfortable. Alright, so that way it's not flopping around on your back, and it's holding very closely. Extremely impressed by that so far, and I'll keep you guys up to date on how it performs throughout more hikes. Alright, so sorry you can see on the sides, my wool blanket's only so big. I also want to show you guys though how this carries over your shoulder. It's a very heavy padding in this, okay? And it's one of those things where you have to really adjust it right in order for it to be comfortable, which you've got plenty of options to do so with this. So I've just got to loosen it up, take it, and put it over my shoulder. Now I'm going to let you guys know I haven't really carried it this much at all like this, but you do have the option of throwing it over your shoulder like this, alright, either side. When it's like this, hiking like this, want to get some water, easy to get to it, want to get to your, whatever my compass is, want to get to your compass, extremely easy to do so, as well as your map. So if you're carrying it over your shoulder, things are much more accessible than they would be if it's on your back. But that's carrying it over your shoulder.